Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Elders Boxing. We back with another one. You know what I'm saying? We're going to recap these fights for this past weekend, July the 1st and the 2nd. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all know we're going to get down. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom. Twitter @OverJ, Instagram Elders Boxing. And of course, tap in with the website, eldersboxing.com. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get into it, man. It was a good weekend of boxing. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to touch on it. So we start with this one right here. This card was from Germany. Now the main fight on the card was the vacant world title fight for the IBF. You had Vincenzo Gualtieri versus Ezekiel Falcao. This is for the vacant IBF title in the middleweight division. We all know that the middleweight division is down right now, so this fight, you know, I guess to give it some life, you know what I'm saying? Now, this fight was kind of tricky, you know what I'm saying? There was a lot of low blows, a lot of stops and starts to the fight, you know what I'm saying? Gualtieri dropped Falcao, and I think it was the third round of that fight. He dropped him, you know what I'm saying? Then he landed like a crazy low blow, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of that going on. Then he dropped him again later on in the fight, I think the 10th round. So he scored 2 knockdowns to win a unanimous decision over Falcao to become the new IBF champion. So, you know, he was dominating the fight to me because of his in and out style. He was tricky. He was switching southpaw a lot. He was much quicker. Falcao was kind of like stuck in mud. He just put his hands up on the high guard. He wasn't really doing too much. He had like minimal success in the fight. It was just the speed. The hand and foot movement of Gualtieri was giving him way too much problems. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. But you know the division is down, so it takes like one. Anybody can be a star in this division, or anybody can step up to the plate and kind of stamp their claim. Now we got Janibek is the WBO champion. You know what I'm saying? They consider him as the boogeyman of the division. Also, shoot, they talking about Adamas. He's the WBC interim champion. They're talking about him being that as well. We got Jamal Charlo, the WBC champion. He been out of the ring for so long. We don't know what's going on with him. If he do come back, he'll probably take maybe a lighter touch, or maybe he'll fight somebody else, or maybe he's not even coming back to the division. I'm thinking they should either order the fight with him and Adamas, or he should vacate, whatever they're gonna do, so they can elevate Adamas. Then the WBA, you got Arislani Lara. So, I mean, you got good names, the champions. Some of them older, some of them been around for a while, some of them inactive. If they was to mix it up, then you can see some more sparks. But other than that, underneath the champions, there's really not a lot of big names. So now you got the new IBF champion. We'll see what's next for him. He don't have a mandatory. Well, they could order the IBF can order a mandatory for him, just like they did Sabrio Matisse. But if, you know what I'm saying, we'll see how that works. I don't know if he can get a voluntary in right now. I'm not expecting him to unify with none of these guys. They got that belt out there in Germany. They gonna milk that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna milk that shit unless they get like a big offer where they can't turn it down. I'm expecting him to milk it. Now on this undercard, you had Jack KOTY. We know him. He's a long time contender. He's number 2 in the IBF at 154. He haven't had no opportunity at 154 because it's basically log jam up there with the undisputed champion Jamal Charlo. Tim Tszyu got first, you know what I'm saying, first dibs as the WBO mandatory. So it's like, I can see that fight. If they're going to keep it in the house, Gualtieri versus KOTY. I can see that. But, yeah, good victory for him, though. You know what I'm saying? Falcao definitely didn't perform to what I thought he was going to perform. What's good with undercard boxing in the building? I didn't see the odds on this fight. I looked around. I didn't see no odds. So I was saying he was a favorite, but I ain't see no odds. Andrew Gray, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So we'll see, man. We'll see if Gualtieri want to be ambitious and maybe challenge Janibek for unification. We'll see. But I know that I feel like they're going to try to keep that belt and milk that belt over there in Germany for a while. So we'll see what's up. So the next card, we got Matchroom on the Zone, headlined by Dalton Smith. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch on that fight. We're gonna go up the card. Basically, all this is a prospect card. All the A side fighters won. I like the female Fiera. She can fight. You know what I'm saying? The Olympian fights at 130. She gonna be fighting for a world title pretty soon. She's solid. I like her. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, got victories. Hobie Price, he had a good victory at 122. He got a world ranking in the WBA, so he climbing up. I like him, you know what I'm saying? Pat McCormick got a 4th round stoppage victory. So yeah, this is one of those cards where if you want to get to know these young fighters that the UK have on the Matchroom stable, you'll tap in for that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. That Matchroom card surprised me this morning. Oh yeah. The South African card. Yeah, I like the atmosphere. Okay, the main event though, Dalton Smith versus Sam Maxwell, 140 pounds for the British and Commonwealth titles. I mean, the fight kind of started off kind of, I don't know, kind of like tactical. You know what I'm saying? Maxwell, I can tell he was feeling the power shots, and he didn't really have no game plan. He was just, I don't know what his game plan was, but he landed some good shots early in that fight. It was a couple of head clashes that caused some cuts over Dalton Smith's eyes and stuff like that. But, pretty much it was all Dalton Smith. You know what I'm saying? He landed a nice right hand over the top in the 7th round to sleep Sam Maxwell. That's a highlight, you know what I'm saying? Knockout of the year candidate right there. You know what I'm saying? I like that. That was nice. He folded my man up. Just Do Boxing in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. You know what I'm saying? That was a good one though. Like, and Dalton Smith is solid. Like, he don't do a lot of stuff like it jumps off at you. I love his right hand though, but a lot of the stuff he do is very basic. You know what I'm saying? He has a decent jab and stuff, but his right hand, he got a shotgun right hand. I like it, and he be putting a lot of guys away with that. So he moves on. Now in the UK. You know what I'm saying? They normally do. You missed my comment. Is there any truth? I haven't heard nothing about that yet. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard nothing about that. If they do, it'll probably be after. Or they'll give Charlo like 10 days to let them know if he's going to come back to 154 or whatever. So I don't know. I haven't heard this. I ain't heard none of the sanctioned bodies stripping Jermell Charlo as of yet. So we'll see. And if you know what I'm saying, if you're really looking at the shit, before they made the fight with Canelo, everybody involved, all the sanctioned bodies had to know this fight was going down, and they had to approve it. You know what I'm saying? For Canelo as well, he undisputed. For Jermell Charlo as well. So it ain't going to be no stripping because they want that title. They want that association for this fight. You know what I'm saying? How it wouldn't make sense to say, oh, we got unified champion versus undisputed champion. It sounds better we got 2 undisputed champions, so it don't make sense of them stripping nobody. You know what I'm saying? Now, after the fight, then, okay, yeah, start ordering everybody. Ordering them. Boom, boom. But before the fight, I mean, that don't make no sense to me. Whether they're doing it or not, it don't make no sense. Oh, yeah, no doubt. Man, D-Lo in the building. What's good with you, bro? Yes, sir. I was on point picking Smith highlight reel. Yeah, I like Smith. Cruz, yeah. We're gonna touch on that. I'm trash. These dudes in the videos. Smith though. Smith is the British and Commonwealth. You know what I'm saying? Champion at 140 pounds. Now that is like back in the day. How you know if a UK fighter is the truth? They win 3 titles over there before they go to the world level scene. The British, Commonwealth, and the European title. So that's basically like the pre-rec. You know what I'm saying? So you win these titles in stages, and then that would let everybody know if he's world level. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to go after the European title, and then next year I believe he'll go for some world honors. I know he's ranked in a couple of sanctioned bodies, but still he got time. He got 15 fights. You know what I'm saying? So get that European title. And then, you know what I'm saying, see what they can do. Because 140 is a good division. He can get in the mix on the on the Matchroom stable. You know what I'm saying? I like him against Rashad Maddy, honestly. When he ready to cross over, like fight him. That's an undefeated young fighter. I think that would make sense first before he try to get in there with Regis or Hitchens, guys like that. Maybe Steve Spark is a good fight for him. You know what I'm saying? You know, I can see that with the guy that beat Steve Spark in the last fight, Venezuela. Guys like that, before he jump into the deep end, he can take on guys like that. So I like Dalton Smith. He can fight. Good week, yeah, very good weekend. No, it was good for sure. Appreciate that, bro. Yep, Scobie. Yep, he's number 14 in the new WBA rankings after that second round knockout over Lundy. And he's coming back August 18th. I got his opponent too. I did an article on that on my YouTube. I mean, on my website. He got an opponent already too. All right, we're moving on. So we got this boxer show. This was aired on ESPN Plus. Franchon Cruz-Dezurn versus Savannah Marshall. You know what I'm saying? Just speak on the undercard. Callum Smith versus Boris Creighton. That was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? 168. That was a good fight. That was a test for Callum Simpson because it was, pegging him as, one of the top prospects over there in the UK. So he went the full distance with a tough guy that he couldn't get up out of there. Ben Whitaker, similar performance. Ben Whitaker can fight. I can do without the showboat and shit, but I get it though. It's like salesmanship, but he can fight. He scored a late round stoppage, 8th round stoppage. He pretty much dominated the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's some stuff that, he gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? I think once he settle in his style, he gonna be a problem. But he got that flash and showboat and shit. I like he had the Rush Hour theme last night, so I salute to him for the creativity and marketing himself. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times that's what it takes. Zach Shelley versus Mark Jeffries. That was a good fight as well. Jeffries was solid, good counter puncher, quicker to the punch. Shelley really couldn't do too much in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Kind of got all boxed, and Jeffries took this fight on short notice, so he moves on. Now this fight was at 168. Maybe they can make Jeffries versus Callum Simpson. That'd be a good fight. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a good fight. That KO, yeah, that was a good fight. That was a good one-punch knockout. You know what I'm saying? Can he punch? I think he is a solid puncher. I don't know if he's a big puncher. I think he'll get it with the hand speed and the angles and shit. But I don't know if he's a big one-punch knockout artist. So maybe he's decent. I don't know. I would consider him a big puncher, especially with the guys he's fighting. He's taking a while to knock these guys out. You had Natasha Jonas. She dropped down to welterweight to win a vacant IBF title. She's still the unified champion at 154. So this put her in line to get some big fights. Whether she get the winner between McCaskill and Sandy Ryan, who's fighting later this year for unification, or stay at 54 and get Terry. I want to see a Terry Harper rematch too. That'd be a good one. But this was easy money for Natasha Jonas. Straight left hands down the pipe. The hook. I like how she a good counter puncher too. I like how she was making Candy Wyatt walk into all her shots. You know what I'm saying? And she, Natasha Jonas she's tricky. She's a good boxer. She's got the pedigree. She got power. You know what I'm saying? Both hands. And this is one-sided work. You know what I'm saying? So not too much to talk about. Said Simpson looked good in spots, but crossing over his legs. Yeah, that's what he needed. Tough guy that he can't run over. I think Bill. Yeah, he should. That's a long way away. Simpson is good with the left hooks off the jab, though. You already know my thoughts on Candy Wyatt fighting. Yeah, so we'll see what's up with Natasha Jonas. She got a lot of options. The main event, Franchon Cruz versus Savannah Marshall. I think it pretty much went like how I was thinking. I didn't think nobody was gonna get stopped, but the gas tank of Franchon Cruz, that's the whole key to the fight. Her gas tank is not good, never been good, and don't blame it on the national anthem either. Her gas tank was gonna run out regardless. Jeffers, the performance of night. Nah, it was good. Nah, it was a good one. Phyllis Nunes was good with you. How did I score that fight? 7 rounds to 3 for Savannah Marshall. I thought Franchon got the first round with her jab. I thought she was out jabbing Marshall at first. I thought that would have been the key to the fight, the all jabber. But she got tired and she couldn't do nothing. All her work was sloppy after a certain point of the fight. Maybe the 3rd round, everything was sloppy. A lot of takedowns, a lot of rough stuff. I mean, it was an ugly fight to watch. But Savannah was more consistent with her shots. Her shots were more cleaner. When she was at range, you can tell who was winning the fight. You know what I'm saying? When she crouched low, I feel like the Zern, she didn't capitalize on that. She was basically fighting down to her level. I feel like if Marshall stayed up tall and boxed, she would have won this fight easy. You know what I'm saying? So, it was a tough fight though. It was like competitive in spots, but it was a tough fight, and I thought Marshall won the fight clear. So 7 rounds to 3, she's the new undisputed champion at 168. Of course, you want to see. They was talking about Carissa Shields, but I like this. I like Shadasia Green get her opportunity. She mandatory for 2 or 3 of her belts. I'm not sure. She got a big, she got a big promoter behind her with Jake Paul. She should be able to get the opportunity. Savannah said she thinks she broke her hand after the fight. During the fight, she said she broke her hand. So we're not sure how long this fight gonna get made or whatever. We're not sure if she's gonna vacate titles. We don't know. We know what Carissa said, that if she's going to fight her, rematch her, she gotta come to the States. Well, that fight not happening. We already know that. Savannah Marshall can come to the States. I think she can. I don't know. We know she was affiliated with MCK. We know for damn sure Peter can't come. So, and I doubt at this stage of her career she's going to have a fight without Peter Fury. Just keeping it a buck. So that fight probably will never happen unless they can do some shit in Saudi or something like that. I don't know. Some other country that he can go to. But coming over here, that fight not going to happen. So, Savannah Marshall versus Shadasia Green. That makes sense, honestly. All 4 of these women can fight each other. You know what I'm saying? Carissa beat 2 of them. Shadasia can get in the mix and try to fight. Even if Shadasia win and she want to give Franchon an opportunity, I'm with that. Carissa versus Shadasia. Any mix and match of these ladies, I take it. So, yeah, we'll see, though. Hopefully everything is good with her hand and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? 7-3, yeah, 7-3, 6-4. She beat Marshall in her own game. She beat Cruz. Yeah, she pushed her around. Both of them was tired though. She ducking Green. I don't think, see that's cap though. You know what I'm saying? That's a media publicity thing that a lot of people don't understand, because at the WBC convention, they said that Green was mandatory, but they also allowed Franchon to have a voluntary, and everybody knew that. So anything else other than that is cap, or I guess is a lie, because everybody knew that. It's supposed to have been Hannah Gabriels. You know what I'm saying? Hannah Gabriels, that fight didn't happen, so they worked on Savannah Marshall. So everybody knew, everybody and their mama knew that the mandatory, that Franchon gonna have one more voluntary defense before she had to face her mandatory. I mean, I don't know. So that's why I be saying that Shabba like, yo, come on, you was at the convention. She was there. So Shadasia beat Sillaros in February and became the official stamp mandatory. So that still don't stop Franchon Cruz from getting her voluntary. This was already set up. I'm just saying. Sometimes that's why it be hard behind the scenes when I be doing this shit. And people, I be listening to people shepherd like, bro, they wildin'. But it's good publicity. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It's good hype. It's good. You know what I'm saying? All that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, deep down inside, do I think she really wanted that fight? Not really. She want to make her money. But that don't necessarily mean she ducking if everybody had an understanding that Franchon had a voluntary next. Everybody knew that shit. Green said she expect Marshall to do the right thing. Yeah, we'll see. You know what I'm saying? They're supposed to order that mandatory. Like I said, I broke that down already. The Cruz duck Green like Marshall. I don't think so. Marshall Mother did. She got to fight the rematch, 68 for the rematch. If I hadn't broken, showcase fights. Nah, she don't need no more showcase fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, she had her showcase fight. Then she had her elbow surgery before the Carissa fight and pushed it back. She good. Just get that healed up and come right back. And how many showcase fights you gonna have at 68? It ain't nothing but like 4 ladies fighting there. Nah, bro, we don't need to see none of that. Alright. Let's move forward to the top ranked show. Jared Anderson versus Charles Martin. We're gonna touch on that. We're gonna run through the whole card. The first fight on the card was Jahad Tucker versus Nicholas Flatts. This was a pretty good fight, though. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty much even. It was a close competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? They gave the fight to Nicholas Flatts. I thought Jahad Tucker won 5 rounds to 3. I thought he won the fight, but it was competitive. You know what I'm saying? I understand the backstory behind it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Top Rank was trying to get him beat. I've been talking about that for a minute. I already know when he missed weight in December. I know his his time was ticking. You know what I'm saying? Then he called out Xander Zayas. That goes against the plans of Top Rank. They won't try to do that. And then what they do? They give him Xander Zayas' training partner and the Nikolai guy. And he almost lost that fight, but he showed so much dog and grit in that fight that you really couldn't fuck with him. And then this fight right here, man, I'm like, bro, they got him on first for one. I know it's shit in Ohio, but this guy's on this card right here that's not from Ohio. Like the shot that the guy I'm gonna talk about later that lost the Ward. You know what I'm saying? He from what? Dearborn. So I won't buy that excuse. You know what I'm saying? When it's brought to my attention. I feel like Jahad Tucker was on a path, and he still can get back there, but I think he was on a path to get some good fights and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, the business of boxing is crazy. And this is my personal opinion. I just think they got him. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe they want to humble him just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know, it don't take much on Top Rank to lose your opportunity for them to get rid of you. You lose a fight, or some guys can lose like 10 fights and get hella opportunities with them. But some guys, the other guys, they can lose one fight or miss weight or something happen, then they done. So we'll see, man. But that was a good fight. I don't know if it was a robbery per se. The fight was close. It's a robbery if you know the backstory. If you don't know the backstory, it's just a close fight. You know what I'm saying? But so let's move on. That's 2 good victories under his belt. He beat Brian Sabello. We seen him on Boxer Insider on the Scobie card. You know what I'm saying? He beat him, and he beat Jahad Tucker. Those 2 good names for up and coming fighter. You know what I'm saying? He got stopped in the first round by Boca Chica a couple years ago, but he bounced back from that. So salute to him. That was a good fight, though. You know what I'm saying? It was a good fight. She would fight the winner. Yeah, I think that's the natural step. Get that sent off. Yeah, maybe that's the case. Get your kind of PBC. I mean, they fight once a year, twice a year. I don't know. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Did the zone sign Max Kellerman? I don't know. I don't even follow Max Kellerman. I haven't been rocking with Max Kellerman since, I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to Max Kellerman. They took that fight from Tucker. Yeah, I mean, the writing was on the wall. Yeah, Blue Nose get a lot of opportunities. Jouette get a lot of opportunities. You know what I'm saying? That's just the nature of the business. I just understand it and know what it is. McCleary versus Julio. That was you know what I'm saying? They hooked up McCleary because he's a hometown guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not affiliated with Top Rank. No, he used to, but he's not now. He had a tough fight with Julio. Julio is a journeyman. You know what I'm saying? But that was just a fight just to, bring in the crowd. So McCleary, he got the victory. Al Mashadi, he fought Rance Ward. He started off good early in the fight, and then he got tired, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said he trained for 8 weeks, man. That was crazy. He was tired of 3 rounds, and this was a 6-round fight. So, and Ward just won the fight because old boy couldn't do nothing. He should have stopped him, though, because dude was tired as hell. You know what I'm saying? So Ward, he get the upset victory. So he got 2 early upsets. Ware versus Perez. This was another hometown fight. You know what I'm saying? Ware is from Toledo. He's always gonna be in the good graces of Top Rank because I don't know if y'all remember in the bubble, he saved one of their employees. He saved their life. You know what I'm saying? Performing CPR. So he always got the key to the city on Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? So Ware got the victory. You know what I'm saying? Good hometown fighter. Dante Benjamin. Ooh, That was nice. That's what we needed because if you watching the card, you're like, damn, ain't no knockout, no knockdowns. And then Benjamin ran through Buddy. You know what I'm saying? He's solid, light heavyweight. He ain't play no games. You know what I'm saying? He's a good finisher. I like Dante Benjamin. He still got ways to grow and to grow. You know, he got long ways to go, and he's still growing as a young fighter. But that performance woke me up. I'm like, hell yeah, that's what's up. Tiger Johnson versus Montreal. This is a tough fight for Tiger Johnson. Like, far as like, you know, he ain't gonna run through the guy. You know what I'm saying? I thought he showed some good hand speed. I like how he was mixing up to the body. I like his combination. This guy Montreal won't go nowhere though. You know what I'm saying? He said dude was solid. Dude was tired after 3. It's wild. Nah, for real. He was. Yeah, I thought Tucker won the fight too. No, I did too. Yeah, he did. He sparked it up in there. For real. You know what I'm saying? Tiger Johnson's good though. He's solid. He do a lot of good things in the ring. You know, I like him though. He's still growing as a fighter. So I can't really be too down on his performance. He really didn't do nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? But these young guys, the experience they're getting under the lights should be able to help them down the road. Yeah, good test. Nah, for real. Yeah, dude's tough, man. You ain't gonna be running through these guys like that, like you think. Alright, to the main card, we had the heavyweights open up the show. Mahmoudov versus Jari. Man, we already knew what time this was going to be. You know what I'm saying? Mahmoudov is an experienced amateur guy that's been around for a while. He has a great trainer, and he come to seek and destroy. It ain't nothing else more to it. And however he get to the action, that's how he gonna get to it. This dude, he got a crazy look, yo. He's like a scary ass dude. Like the way he fight fits the bill. He got that little tick where he cocking his neck back and stuff. Like he got like a nervous tick or something, and he just coming there looking all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like he a problem though. He's strong. He's solid. Got good hand speed for a big guy. I mean, my man Raphael didn't have no chance really. He was upright. You know what I'm saying? Only prayer he had was throwing a big right hand. But my man got up inside of him. They was wrestling a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He was pushing him around and shit. But the inside uppercuts was nice. I kind of remind me of when Les Lewis fought Michael Grant. The inside uppercuts was getting his man, dropped him a few times and stopped him. I think that was a good stoppage by the referee, honestly, because that shit was about to end ugly. But Mahmoudov, yo, he ranked by all 4 sanctioned bodies. Well, I think, no, he ranked by 3 out of the 4, one of them. But I know he top 5 in the WBA. He number 4 in the WBC. Like, this guy, he a wild card now. Now, have he had somebody to punch him in the mouth and push him back and make him think? Carlos Takam did. Carlos Takam boxed a little bit, and I'm saying was counter punching, had him thinking a little bit. I think that's what you're gonna have to do. You gotta have good legs against this guy. You can't just be a standing, one-dimensional guy and standing in front of this guy. He'll get you up out of there. But he's an interesting mix in this heavyweight division, which haven't really been popping like that. But Top Rank is about to get it going. They just signed Joelof, you know what I'm saying, the Olympic gold medalist. They got, of course, Anderson, Mahmoudov. They got a good heavyweight fight with Simon King. He's facing Guido Vanelli. He about to fight on Berdabiev undercard. You got Stephen Shaw coming back soon versus Joe Goodall. And on that undercard for the 22nd, they got like 3 or 4 heavyweight fights on there. So they stacking up their roster and putting guys in position. So you fight on their network, you're gonna end up having to fight one of these guys down the line. So we'll see. But Mahmoudov is he's dangerous. Like real talk, he's dangerous. Abdullah Mason is a killer. Yeah, good performance by him. 2nd round knockout. Not really much to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Only thing they need to talk about is two points. Top Rank star to give him the microphone, let him be showcased, you know what I'm saying, hear his story. And then the second point, they didn't step him up. There ain't no more 6 rounders, ain't no more like real talk, they didn't step him up. Put him in, give him a tough fight with a guy that never been stopped, that fought some of these other guys, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because this right here, it really ain't no point of really Now, okay, we know he's a bad dude. He a killer. He this, he that. But now it's like, shit, you got to be that then. You fight these guys at the end of the day. So it's time to step him up. And that's not taken away from his ability and his talent. That's just me saying, well, what is we waiting for? You know what I'm saying? What we waiting for? Guys like Galindo. If Galindo don't run it back with, if he don't run it back with Jermaine Ortiz on August 26th, because they supposed to fight June the 10th. If they don't run it back, then I like a fight like that. One of these French guys, they can give you, well, on paper, it's supposed to give you some rounds and take this kid. Yo, this he ain't learning nothing. Real talk. He learning more stuff from the gym or watching tape. At this point, now he need to step up the competition. Man, Gritty in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Edgar Chavez, what's good with you? My man Perro in the building. What's good with you, bro? Yeah, nah, he need to step up at Abdullah Mason for sure. Alright, main event, Anderson versus Martin, man. This is a good fight though. It was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on in this fight. Anderson took control from the start by walking down, Martin coming forward. You know what I'm saying? Pressing the action. He was jabbing to the body. He was doing a lot of good things in the ring last night. You know what I'm saying? It was a true test for him. And this is what he needs as a young heavyweight, fighting a former world champion who's crafty, who can punch. And we seen all of that last night. Everything you wanted, except for the knockout, that's what we got. He dropped Martin when he switched to the southpaw position with an overhand right hook. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Martin was hurt. He got right back up, but it was one that kind of caught him off guard. Like, oh shit, I gotta be on my shit. But Martin was using the ring. In the 5th round, he started to come forward. He had his best success. That's the only round I gave him too. When he hurt Anderson a bunch of times in that round. Straight left hands down the pipe. You know what I'm saying? Anderson got that flaw where he's so athletic. He's using his athletic ability, but he's not really using defensive tricks that's going to help him get out of that situation. He's still pulling straight back. And that's going to be a problem with top heavyweights. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But Martin, he had him hurt. He didn't capitalize on it. And props to Anderson too. So we can say what he did wrong in that instance, but we gotta also say what he did right too, because he was flexible enough to get out of danger and get out of range, and he was awkward enough that Charles Martin couldn't capitalize on that. And that was a point that Martin made at the post fight interview. He said, "Shit, most of the guys I have hurt like that, they can stand the 8 counts. I couldn't put them down." So he got something with him, you know what I'm saying? He showed a good chin. But it was basically all one side of Anderson. You know what I'm saying? After that round, so this is what I like about boxing so much. This life in general. Because everybody gonna hit you and gonna gonna come to your head when you do something bad. You make a mistake. So he got hurt in the 5th round. 6th round was probably his best round. 6 and 7, when he got on that jab, that really got him back in the fight. He settled down again. Like, oh shit, I got hurt by this dude. Let me get back on the basis. And his jab was on point. Now you can go to all these other YouTube channels. They ain't gonna say that. What they talking about now? He's a hype job. He's this. He's that. You know what I'm saying? What would happen if the Cuban Frank Sanchez to get a hold to him? Well, come on. I still think he's still that guy. It's just he learning. You know what I'm saying? Like every other fighter had to learn on the way up. But the things you got to take away the good and the bad, but don't harp on the bad so much. I like the good. That jab was on point and got him back, got his shit back together. And he pretty much dominated the fight. Now, the last couple of seconds of the fight, he got clipped with a left hand. He got to fix his deficiencies on defense. He was hurt after that bell, but a little bit too late. It's stuff he have to fix, yes, but he's still a problem. Southpaw, righty, big puncher, invest to the body. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to close the show. He didn't get clipped and start running around the ring. He got clipped and came forward. So he got a heart of a warrior. You know what I'm saying? He's facing a crafty ass Charles Martin that was in shape, that was getting ready for another undefeated prospect, Olympian type of guy. and Goa Hovanesian. You know what I'm saying? He gave up that opportunity to come, and that was going to be on the Spence Crawford card to take this opportunity. So you know he was ready. So it wasn't a bad Charles Martin. It was just he just wasn't better than Jared Anderson. And although he had success in the fight, that don't take away from what. That's what we do with boxing fans, bro. Like, these niggas is too willy-nilly picking, too fickle for me. You know what I'm saying? You're an overhyper fighter, and then when he have a fight that you don't agree, you don't like the outcome, then you want to trash him. Yo, bro, why y'all still here? That's boxing. That shit gonna happen every time. It happens all the time. Everybody had to go through that shit. Your favorite fighters had to go through it. When they running through people, knocking out 12, 8, 12, 15, whatever, 11 knockouts in a row, then they go the distance. Now, oh shit, they been exposed. Bro, that shit is dumb as hell. You put Jared Anderson in there with any other heavyweights, he gonna give them some problems. He too versatile, he too athletic. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying he'll win those fights. I'm not saying that. The top guys, Usyk, the Wilders, the Furies, I mean, I think he could beat AJ, but that would be a tough matchup for him too. But the other French guys, I think he'll beat Aldo Wilder. I think he'll beat FA. Those guys don't want to fight him. Herkovic, those guys don't want to fight him. He already did what he had to do with them in sparring and shit. But that's a lot of stuff people don't know. Like, Jared Anderson, like, for him to get this fight, the original guy, a lot of people turned him down. A lot of your favorite heavyweights turned him down. The one you calling for him to fight, they turned him down. So tell me what? Now maybe they'll pick up the phone now. Like, that shit kills me, bro. That's why, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be muting shit, bro. Turning shit off. Because I feel like, I don't know. That is whatever, but it all depends on what narrative or whatever you trying to fit yourself into. Or whatever you want to roll with, because I thought he had a good performance, considering the backstory of everything and what Charles Martin brings to the table. And I was thinking he was gonna get Martin up out of there in the mid rounds. He didn't. That was good. I thought that was good, a good performance, and that's what he needed in that fight. And he need those rounds. The kid ain't been past 6 rounds, so we have to find out if he got a gas tank. He proved that he has. You know what I'm saying? Now, the only thing he need to work on is pulling straight back. You know what I'm saying? He got to fix that shit. He got to fix that, because I see when you criticize him, you think about the big guys fighting him. You know what I'm saying? If he can't get hit with no shot like that by Wilder, it's going to be a wrap. I get that. Even AJ, you know what I'm saying? Fury too. Fury, him leaning back, and Fury got the reach to reach him when he do that. I get it. But I feel like, okay, what about the 9 rounds that he dominated? Come on, bro. Yo, you ain't wiping away all the good shit I did. I don't care, bro. You ain't wiping away all the good shit I did. Fuck all that. You talk about my bad shit, I'm bringing up 1,000 good shit I did, and then make you speak on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Niggas be wild. But it all depends on who, how your narrative is set up, though. Desperate need to step up, not for sure. Roy Jones in camp. I mean, I think that was just a piece they did, because he wanted to fight though. So what's the point of having him in that camp if he's not at the fight? You know what I'm saying? Don't tease me. You know what I'm saying? He said facts Dub. He said Ben Whitaker 2 straight back may cost him. Yeah. He's still growing too. He's still growing as a fighter too. I don't like to showboat myself too much, but the kid can fight, and yeah, he growing, bro. Why we trashing these fighters on their 4th, 5th fight? Yeah, for sure, man. That should be killing me, bro. He dropped Martin. That's what I'm saying. He dropped Martin. You know what I'm saying? How many people dropped Charles Martin? Luis Ortiz, Anthony Joshua. He said, let him know. He said, they said you hurt freaking camp. That's what I'm saying. That's what they do. Yeah, with Boots. Okay, yeah, exactly. Great point, because Boots dominated the whole fight. Now, could he cut the ring on better? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But that's why these fighters when they interview, they say I don't watch tape on fighters because when they get in the ring, they do total opposite. I watched tape on Karen before this fight. That dude was standing in the pocket, letting his hands go. He was boxing. He was digging to the body. He had a good work rate. Man, he fought Boots, man. Shit. Man. You know what I'm saying? It was something different. But and he was in some shape. And that guy was in some shape. So yeah, bro, like that's what they do. Now watch this weekend. Now Boots go crazy this weekend against a guy that's gonna be sitting right in front of him who don't let his hands go early in fights. You know what I'm saying? He was getting outboxed and outclassed by Rashidi Ellis. Boots can do the same thing, but Boots don't have no fill-out rounds. Then what they gonna say? You know what I'm saying? That's why like they be overdoing that shit, bro. You know if some folks can't talk ducking, they can't talk boxing. That's for sure. My man Edgar Chavez, I appreciate it. Yeah, he got some. Yeah, he do. He got some stuff he got to work on, man. Actually, I don't like Sugar Hill for him. If he gonna like his style is like athletic and move, Sugar Hill wants you to sit down on punches and get you up out of there and do that 1-2 straight right hand. I like him with a guy like Shane McGuigan that wants you to do, be freely, have that style. I like him with even Jamie Moore. You know what I'm saying? Jamie Moore is one of the best trainers in boxing. Like I ain't gonna lie, I don't know if that's a good fit for him. You know what I'm saying? Do you think Tyron makes Joe Love versus Mahmoudov or showcase opponent? His next fight, August 26th, his top ranked debut, probably be a showcase guy, but probably be a known name. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're gonna make that fight just off right now because you gotta look at it. That fight could happen though, but I don't know if it's gonna be right now because Mahmoudov, he got his own team. He been climbing up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? He's closer to a world title shot than Joelov. So I think they'll probably meet when they both at the top. I feel like Joelov is more so lower than him. And once he gets to that level, then they can do that fight. You know what I'm saying? You'll probably see Mahmoudov versus Anderson before you see Mahmoudov versus Joelov. That's just me thinking about it. It could. They both were top ranked. He ain't coming off of your layoff. Yeah, Boots can fight. Never get too upset about any fighter's performance. Yeah, I just look at it, whatever, different. Jack Coquet never going away. My point is that most good trainers recognize bad habits. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm with you. I agree with you on that because Sugar Hill had Konaki last week. You can't tell me 7-8 weeks of training camp you didn't see him not moving his head. Because he damn sure didn't move in the fight against my man Kuzumano. So that's some shit right there off top. You've been in the game for a long time. You don't know if the dude is capable of moving his head or not? That's crazy. But back to Anderson and Martin. What's next? Anderson, let's talk about him coming back August 26th to headline the show in Oklahoma versus Zon Kalabuski. That was the original opponent. You know what I'm saying? He's another guy similar to Charles Martin. Not the experience-wise, but he's a southpaw. He can punch. So if he's going to fight that guy, he got all knockouts on his resume. I think 19-0, 18 knockouts, something like that. He's going to have to learn from what the mistakes he made against Charles Martin. Can't keep getting hit with that left hand down the pipe. He can't. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how good athletic he is. He can't, not against these tougher guys. So if he's going to come back that quick, I like it. Keep him sharp. You know what I'm saying? Keep his confidence up and all that good shit. I thought he performed great at home. The crowd rooted him on. I like the whole atmosphere of it. That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these hometown fights, yeah, you got guys that slip up. You know what I'm saying? You got guys that don't have great performances. But what about the guys that do? Shit. Look, let's segue. Well, before I get to that, so Anderson versus Kalabuski. And then Charles Martin, he earned another paycheck. He's staying ready. You know what I'm saying? He can get in position. Shit, man, fuck it. If Weed's bullshitting around, fight Wilder. Fuck it. Get your bread. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stay in shape like that. You know what I'm saying? If Wilder looking to come back and not going to wait all the way to December or January, wherever the fight going to be with AJ, Shit, Charles Martin, he the man. Shit, he already let you know he's ready. He'll come to fight, and I know he ain't gonna turn that fight down if it got offered to him. So shit, why not? Fuck it. If dude don't want to fight, then give it to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I like McGuigan. Yeah, I would say McGuigan. Yeah, for that style, because McGuigan, he'll let you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? He'll just adjust to you. But it got more of a system. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. I'm cool with that. They still can go for Karbuski next. Yeah, that's it. It's way too late when a guy is settled Kanaki. That's what I'm saying. Like, but you went through a camp with him, noticing that. You know what I'm saying? No matter if he's facing Joe Kuzumano or not, he a heavyweight, 6'4", 235 heavyweight. Shit, with a big right hand. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna get to that. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Do you have a women's pound for pound list? And we're put Marshall on there. I don't really do it. I feel like Carissa is number one. If I'm thinking about it off top, I think Carissa is number one. Definitely number one. I gotta put Chantel number two. I'll say Katie 3, Amanda 4. Shit. That shit hard, you know. Kind of hard. I think Sinisa Estrada gotta be up there. Savannah, she in there. She's in there. She's definitely in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, it's a good. Alicia Baumgartner, she in there in the top 5. So yeah, I ain't never really sat there and did it, but it's definitely some great women's fighters for sure. If Martin can do it, he should get back. That's what I'm saying, yo. Let that man get paid, yo. Charles Martin was on Top Rank TV. Said, "Thank you, Al Heyman." Yo, salute to him, bro. Give him that bread, yo. Give him the Wilder fight off the strength of that. My man JC, what's good with you, bro? Nah, for sure. Kanaki should have retired. He should have retired the fight before that. A Jabba versus Big Baby. I doubt it. Those guys in the same camp, same managers. They don't gotta do that fight. It don't make business sense. Number 1, Cameron Estrada, Alicia. You have Marlena Esparza can make a claim for that top 10 this week. She got a unification coming up. You know what I'm saying? I know she lost to Sinisa, but she can make a claim. Savannah top 10, 600K, good for Martin. Shit, give him that bread, yo. That's a bread for Martin. Hey, let him get it. I'm glad he got paid, yes sir. So yeah, we'll see, man. I just like it. I just like the performance, the whole thing. That's what he needs. That's what I want. If a fighter that I like, I want them to go through shit like this. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on to Ngannou versus Sangana. This is a good fight. This shit was high paced because these guys fight at 108 pounds. This fight was on the Zone YouTube channel, Matchroom YouTube channel today. I just finished watching about an hour or so ago. Ngannou retained his IBF title at 108 pounds. Boxer puncher, you know what I'm saying? He was moving around the ring. He landed a nice right hand, counter right hand in the first round to drop my man. Yo, that was nice. It was towards the end of the round as well. And from there on, he just outboxed him. You know what I'm saying? Sangana was trying to use pressure and stuff like that. It wasn't enough. And this was a hometown fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Let's talk about all of them now. Let's not talk about 1 or 2 or 3. Talk about all of them. Because this one right here, it was rocking. They had those South Africans had that shit rocking up in there today. That was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That shit looked fun, yo. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good move. It sets up Ngannou for some good title fights. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan Gonzalez, the WBO champion. I like that fight. That's a good unification. You got the man in that division, Kenshiro. If they can make that fight for 3 belts, I'm with that. Kenshiro got 2 mandatories now. What's his name? Hickey Butler and Carlos Gonzalez. His 2 mandatories for the WBC and WBA. You know what I'm saying? So it looking like Ngannou versus Labamba can fight. Bamba Gonzalez. I take it. You know what I'm saying? But this kid can fight though. Good boxer puncher, good right hand, got power. You know what I'm saying? I think he's now 12-0 with 9 knockouts, so he got decent enough power. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. When he dropped the guy when he won the title, he dropped Flores. That was a Fight of the Year candidate. But today he wasn't sitting there. He learned. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, these fighters, let them progress. Let them make mistakes, yo. Let them grow from their mistakes, like every normal human being. Like everyday life, yo. I'm growing from my mistakes. Just like everybody in the chat, everybody that fuck with me, anybody in the world, you grow from your mistakes. You make the mistake, you like, fuck it, I can't do that no more. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna make it better. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna move this way. Now over there, I'm gonna move over here. So, case in point, the Ganji in the fight with Flores, he got drawn into a war early in the fight and couldn't get out of it. He got the knockdown, but he was in a war the whole fight. But his style is a natural boxer, counterpuncher, boxer puncher. That's his style. So today he didn't get drawn into that. He know the only chance this kid had was for him to stay in the pocket. When he was along the ropes, he felt the ropes, got up the ropes, got back to the middle of the ring, got the jab popping. And the other fight against Flores, he stayed along the ropes, and that was his world title fight. So let these guys grow, yo. He young, 24 years old. He learned from that. So man, these dudes be too hard on these fighters, but they ain't that hard on themselves in their regular life. You know what I'm saying? Clip that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. How we putting so much standards on these fighters and what they doing, but in your day to day, you ain't doing the same thing, or on the people that surround you. All right. That shit's crazy to me, bro. I say what I say, my piece, and whatever. But I give my props and make sure everybody is 100. But I ain't turn no fighter down. You know what I'm saying? Or I ain't turn down no situation that I don't fully understand. If you fully understand something, turn that shit down, break it down, but then build it up. That's how we do it. You know what I'm saying? She's killing me. She said, let me get back in the chat. This guy has a dope movie name. Shit. Yeah, he was freshman, was starting to get to him late. Yeah, he was boxing well. You know, my man both guys in great shape, man. I mean, he couldn't cut the ring off, and his shots wasn't affecting my man like that. So, yeah, it was a good performance, man. The crowd was loud. Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro. In the beginning of the 12th round, they sung the whole round, bro. The ladies was in there dancing and getting, you know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy, bro. I like that shit. Who Bummer with? Wasn't he fighting on Pro Box? He's with All Star Boxing. It's a promoter out in Florida. You know what I'm saying? They got a card coming up August the 4th with David Cuevas. That's gonna be on ESPN Plus. So I think he's with them. You know what I'm saying? He may have fought on Pro Box, but he's not under them. No, that was a good one. Kanji, yeah, that was a good one. Yes, sir. So that's what it is, man. He said he tried to cut the ring off. Yeah, now the footwork, that's what I'm saying. He learned from the last fight, bro. Now, that's what I'm saying. Now, everybody that's getting crazy on Jared Anderson, right? Now, I bet you none of them dudes is going to speak on this shit. Bro, my thing about this shit, bro, keep that shit keep the same energy, y'all know what I'm saying, all the way across the board. Because boxing is boxing to me. I don't care if you're a heavyweight, super middleweight, 105, 108. It's the same shit because the same stuff happen in every division. And fighters go through similar shit. You know what I'm saying? They can have a poor performance or a lackluster performance. Okay, boom. I gotta go get it back. You know what I'm saying? And then the next performance be better. Now if we keep sliding like that, now you know what I'm saying? Okay, we understand this fighter might not be it. So he may get beat by this guy, whatever. But before the fight, man, Jared Anderson was, man, he's the next one. Niggas going on 2-hour lives, going crazy over Jared Anderson. Have a tough fight with a former world champion, win 8 to 9 rounds, drop the dude, and now, man, I don't know shit. I don't know. That shit's crazy to me, bro. How you go from 100 to 0? But that's life. Yeah, my old girl Tiara Brown was on there. I watched that. Factual statement. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Who wins? Ortiz, Stan Young versus Ortiz. I like Ortiz. I'm gonna touch on that real quick for sure. Give you guys update what's going on next week. Yes, sir. So real quick though, I'm gonna show you guys the schedule for this week, and then we're gonna touch on what we got coming up tomorrow. Y'all know how I do my pre-gaming show. Let me take this off real quick. And we're gonna run down all the fights tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have that live up for you guys. This is on my website, lwboxing.com. So we got a good week of boxing coming up. We got Diego Pacheco coming back. He's fighting on the zone. That's gonna be in Mexico. That's gonna be a good one. We know Diego Pacheco is a rising contender at super middleweight. Can't wait to see that. Rocky Hernandez is on the card. That's gonna be fireworks with him. Rocky Hernandez is the WBC mandatory for Shaqy Foster, but I guess he don't want to go straight into that fight, and he just signed a new deal with Matchroom. So after this fight, we'll see if he try to execute his mandatory and fight on Shaqy Foster. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. They got a good fight at 115 on this card. You got Jonathan Rodriguez versus Israel Gonzalez. Those guys are tough contenders at 115 pounds. Like real good fighters. They're going to square off against each other. July 8th, you got Tito Mercado versus Ngansinga. That's the kid who fought Devin Haney on Showbox a couple years back when Devin Haney was rocking with Showbox. Rocking with Showtime at the time. Tito Mercado, he's one of these underrated, underappreciated prospects that nobody really talk about. He fights at 140 pounds. He had a standout amateur background. He just knocked out Hank Lundy in the first round. He can punch. He got skills. He can box. He just don't got the big platform. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely going to try to find a link for that. I want to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? He was at 135, but he moved up to 40. He a problem too. When y'all see him, see that's what I'm saying. Like it's a lot of fighters around just that haven't had the spotlight. When y'all see him around, when y'all see him fight, y'all gonna be like, damn, he probably can beat Dalton Smith. That's how good he is. The kid can fight. It's just he don't got the platform. You got Luis Neri. He's coming back. This is basically a tune-up fight. He's facing the the opponent from the Philippines, Saladar. So he's looking to get back in the mix of things as well. But he's the WBC mandatory for Stephen Fulton. So now if you're paying attention and y'all trying to put 3 and 3 together, get 6, then you'll ask yourself why Neri is on ESPN Plus. He been fighting on PBC. He been fighting. His last fight was on Golden Boy. So maybe they grooming him and showcasing him because maybe if Anyway win, that may be a fight for Neri. You know what I'm saying? Being the WBC mandatory. Now, yes, the WBA said they'd be cool with the unified champion Marlon Tapales fighting the winner between Fulton and Anyway. Yeah, they said that. But just in case Anyway wins, and they ain't trying to make that fight just yet, or they can't make the fight, putting him on ESPN Plus, maybe that's just a prelude to that. I'm just saying they do it all the time. They do it all the time. That's the reason why Keyshawn Davis fighting the guy he fighting. You know what I'm saying? Patera, his promoter in Italy, they had two cards on ESPN Plus this year. 2 cards. They're about to have another one in July with Sandor Martin. And Sandor Martin started the whole thing because Sandor Martin, he fought Teofimo Lopez in December. Right after that, Top Rank started to work with their promotion company. Now, one of their main guys is about to face Keyshawn Davis. I was just saying, I'm just putting 3 and 3 together. I'm trying to get 6. That's all I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to share that with you guys. Showtime, we got Jerron Boots Ennis versus Ramon Villa. That's going to be a good one. IBF interim title You know, Boots is a problem, man. Ramon Villa coming off the victory over Rashidi Ellis, but I thought he lost that fight. Even with the 2 knockdowns late in the fight, I thought Rashidi Ellis won 8, 9 rounds, to be honest. De Los Santos versus Joseph Adorno, that should be fireworks as well. Yo, Elvis Gomez versus Marquise Taylor. Listen, this one can be an upset right here. Marquise Taylor is 6'2" boxer. You know what I'm saying? He's not a big puncher, but he can make the fight ugly for you. Gomez can punch. You know what I'm saying? He got that Cuban background, southpaw. Been out the ring for a while with some hand injuries and stuff like that. But those good 3 fights for Showtime in Atlantic City. You know what I'm saying? 3 good East Coast fights. Yeah, that's dope. And then cap it off, you got Stan Jones versus Virgil Ortiz for the WBA regular title. Man, we've been waiting for this for a while. Got Fight of the Year written all over it. Both guys got similar styles. They power boxers. You know what I'm saying? Stan Jones may have the best jab in the welterweight division. Ortiz got a great jab as well, power jab. Both of them strong. Ortiz got all knockouts, so you know what he's trying to do. Stan Jones, you know, he can box and he can fight. He's strong. Both guys are strong, big welterweights. Man, we've been waiting for this for a minute. Been postponed a couple of times. It's finally here. I can't wait for it. You got Floyd Schofield, you know, been making a lot of noise. He's back. He's number 6 in the WBA. He's facing Haskell Rose. Y'all remember him? He fought Lipinets back in the day on PBC. He was one of Pacquiao's main sparring partners and shit. We're going to touch on that tomorrow. Marlon Esparza has a unification. You know what I'm saying? WBC, WBA, and WBO versus Gabriel Lainez. That's going to be a good one, too. Jojo Diaz is back. So, yeah, it's a big weekend of boxing, man. I just encourage everybody to tap in. You know what I'm saying? With the sport of boxing, for sure. A lot of good shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. Get back in the chat before I close it out. Salute to everybody coming through the building. I appreciate it, for sure. Let me see. I like how Charles appears to be taking his career seriously. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Stay ready. Yes, sir. Cook, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Are they considering consolidating WBA, WBO spots? No. This is a WBA. Because the WBO, why would they do WBO? Alexis Rocha is the mandatory in WBO. I don't know. He said, bet. He said, who you got? I like Virgil Ortiz. I like Virgil. Why not on a big platform signing on Shaq Foster? I don't know. I guess he wants to stay free agent. He was working with the PBC his last fight. He decided to be a free agent. So that might be a question for him. Mercado, yeah, you get it? Okay, bet. Nah, he can fight, man. He said facts. Ordinary fight, no. He found ESPN Plus. Mercado's a top prospect, not for sure. He can fight, man. It won't be no surprise to y'all in the chat when y'all see him on a big platform. So ESPN, last call for Neri. Nah, Neri got something left. He got something left. Neri still got the fight of the year right now. Him and Hovanesian. Martin's with an Italian promoter. I thought Spanish. No, he's with those guys that promote him is from Italy. They do business in Spain as well, but what is it, OPI? Go check them out on Instagram. They definitely got Sando Martin. He said he's the boogeyman. I think he's like number 1 in the WBC, man. He should get an opportunity. But we'll see what they have for him. Coming off a hand injury, yep. And a long layoff. Yeah, yo, pull up, bro. Check it out. A bunch of gatekeepers. But yeah, it's a good weekend of boxing, man. Hopefully everybody can tap in with it. I'll be back tomorrow to break down the card all the way, let you guys know where you can find them and all that good shit. That was just a little sneak peek. But yeah, I'm about to close it out. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, all that good stuff. If you listen to the playback, feel free to drop a comment down there as well. You can follow me on my social media, Twitter at OverJake, Instagram, LDoesBoxing. Tap into the website, LDoesBoxing.com. It's all good, bro. He said, so what you think of Charlo Canelo? I love that shit, bro. I love it. It's a plot twist. You know what I'm saying? I love a good plot twist. You know what I'm saying? Charlo trying to move up to be great. Canelo trying to go get that bread. Yeah, I like it. I think I think I would favor Canelo right now, but I think Mel can win the fight. We'll see what tactics he brings to the table. Two of the best coaches in the game, trainer of the years multiple times. Eddie Reynoso versus Derrick James. I like it. I love it, actually. I still want to see Ellis versus Ennis. Maybe down the line they can do that. That's a good one. I still think it's a good fight. Just because you lost, I don't feel like you can't get these big fights. W was cooking that little couple weeks ago. Yeah, man. You said Nello run to the smoke. Nah, I was just saying. Look, I still stand on that shit. I don't like he be picking it. And this one too, you can say that. But I do like the fight. But you can say that he's still picking it. Because Benavidez' fight should be just I want to fight Benavidez. He in my division. He my mandatory. I want to fight him. But he going a different direction. It's too easy. But he's going after the biggest fight though that's available, because that Mel Charlo fight is the biggest fight for him on the PBC side right now for whoever that's available. Even Benavidez, Charlo is bigger. The fan bases, you know what I'm saying? But I still want to see him and Benavidez. I still want to see that shit. Matisse, it's Lipinets. They just gotta inform the IBF, and then Gatashev will probably, I don't know if he should take a tune-up or stay busy fight, or maybe he can get can fight on undercard off TV on a PBC show, maybe on the prelims, and no, it's not gonna be one. I think that fight is done already for sure. Do you believe Mel was the second fight and his brother was the first fight? I think Maul was. I feel like Maul was the first option, but I guess he wasn't ready. I like this one better anyway. It's more dramatic to me. Like, Maul was cool and everything, but the 2-year layoff, he wasn't gonna get no credit. Canelo wasn't gonna get that much credit anyway. They was gonna kill him anyway. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna get his ass. But I like this one better. I just like the whole theme of it. Undisputed versus undisputed. You know what I'm saying? Charlo, he stays in great shape. The only question for him is his left hand. He broke his hand early this year. Late last year. So that's the only question. And then the weight. But I think he'll be alright though. You know what I'm saying? And Matisse mandatory I don't know if he's gonna be with Showtime, but it makes sense to put him on like an undercard off TV, or maybe he can get his own fight somewhere else, fight around the same time. I'm just throwing out suggestions, but I don't think he's gonna sign with them. But it would make sense to put him on the undercard against one of these, like how they was doing back to what's his name? Back when Makazaliev, the IBF mandatory, they put him on a bunch of 3 PBC undercards off TV, little 10 rounders, 8 rounders, keep him active. Because let's say if Gatashev is on the undercard and Lipinets get injured and they need a replacement, okay, you can slide up Gatashev. So that was the purpose of that, for me saying that. But him going to the Showtime, I don't know about that. I can't say that. What about Roller versus Ryan or the mandatory? The WBA so the negotiations, the third day negotiations, the deadline was Thursday, so they ordered Rolly versus Davis for the Harry Davies for they got purse bid, so they got I think it's 15 days, or they're gonna call a purse bid, and then that's how it's gonna go from there. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm thinking Rolly gonna vacate and try to fight Ryan Garcia. That's cool. Good evening. Maybe horrible fight. Khalid, what's good with you? Salute. He said, what you think about Jamel? What do you think Jamel do after go back and forth with Tim? He said go back down to Tim. What do you think he gonna do after? I don't know. To be honest. I think he'll go back to 60, maybe clean up. Or maybe call it a day. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I still want to see him and Tenzou fight. I don't care if it's at 54. I just want to see the fight. I think it'll be a good fight. But I'm not sure though. If I had to say, I would say he probably won't go back down and fight at 54 after this, because there's gonna be too much money on the table left. You know what I'm saying? Like he can stay up there and campaign. Then you got the prospects of Earl Spence going up to 54 and maybe want to get a belt. Like, and then he gonna have to cross paths with him eventually. So I would say probably nah. OTB in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. He said, no, I mean Lipinets versus he said Matisse versus Mandatory gonna be on Showtime. Oh yeah. I don't think Showtime the Zone. That was just Eddie talking, bro. That was Eddie talking. I wanted to know if he signed PBC long. I don't know what he did, but I know this. Eddie was promising fights to Richardson Hitchens and Regis Prograis without having Matisse signed to his company. And that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying I'm good for something. I don't know what the fuck I'm good. What I'm good for. I don't know what it is. So that was just him talking, man. We gotta stop falling to that shit though. That's me included, because I've been listening to Eddie Hearn. I've been like, hold on. And then I think about it for a second. I'm like, oh, he tripping. He don't got the guy signed. How you making promises? So more than likely, it would be Matisse and his Mandatory Goddeshev on the Showtime PPC show. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. All that shit still gotta process and break down. They gotta announce the fight. I know him and Lipinets was done. Then they ordered the fight, but I guess they can let the IBF know that they have this fight done already, and they send that paperwork up, and then Goddeshev just get the winner. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with Charles Conwell, bro, to be honest. I felt like he left opportunities on the table. You know, he was offered the Janabek fight, he turned it down. He said he gonna campaign at 54. Okay, that's cool. I feel like with a guy like him that's hard to get fights, it's really nothing going on for him at 54, although he's number 2 in the WBC. He talking about calling out Mendoza, trying to fight Mendoza. And what they should have done was order Mendoza versus Conwell. But Mendoza got a rematch clause with Fundora. So what that leaves Conwell. So more than likely he's gonna be out the ring for a year, because he fought in November. It's July now. I haven't heard nothing about him fighting. So what are you gonna do? Just sit on the sidelines and wait for the WBC to order him? He's not a big name. They can't make no. He ain't Mexican. He ain't a big name. So they ain't gonna be running to order no fight for him like that. So I don't know what he gonna do. To be honest, he got a new manager, so hopefully he can fix his career. Why the Benavidez shot? Oh, that's cap. That was that's fake news. You fell for that? Don't let them do that to you, bro. Don't let them do that to you. Y'all mad because Canelo fighting him. Y'all mad because Canelo not fighting him, but he fighting Yildirim. No, that's cap. I'm mad because you fell for that now. That's a lie. They got him. I seen that shit floating around. They got your ass. Don't let them do that to you, JC. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could have asked me first, and I would have broke that shit down and debunked that shit before you start repeating it. You know I got you. He ain't fighting no Yildirim. They trying to fight Munguia. They trying to fight Munguia. But if they don't get Munguia, I don't know. I want to see Morrell, but we'll see. But yeah, that's what it is, man. I'm about to close it out. I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? So to the next one. Y'all tap in tomorrow, though. I got a live coming. Break down these fights coming up for this fight week. So salute to everybody. That's my time. I'm out.